FOG Andrew here, and the coach here from Family of Gamers. Welcome, War Gamers, to an exciting, awesome video. We've been on the couch a lot lately. I mean,
I like the couch.
I do like the couch, and actually, we've been getting some good feedback. I think people like this kind of.
People like the couch.
People like the couch. People like this format and everything. But as you can see from the table here, we've been playing a game. It's like it's technically its first kind of appearance on the channel here. Dropzone Commander. So I guess a little bit of a lore dump here. 2024 Adepticon rolled around. Me, you, Ryan, and Fabian went, and you and Ryan actually ended up demoing Dropzone, and I kind of watched a little bit, and then you guys seemed to enjoy it, so we all bought our own factions. I got Resistance, you got Scourge. Ryan got Shaltari, and what did
the PHR?
He got the PHR.
It's like the post-human resistance or something.
Something like that. Or Republic or something.
Yeah, maybe.
What's the other one?
The other one is the UCM.
Oh, the UCM.
Those are the guys on the cover. That's like
right.
the Defense Forces, says on the back.
Right. Oh, these are the PHR guys.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So
those are like the basic humans,
Right. So we we've played a few games. We still have maybe some more games we might want to play. Spoilers, but recently, so we did me, you, and Ryan, kind of a free for all thing. Then you, Ryan, and Fabian did a free for all, and then me and you just did a 1v1 kind of, and we've just done really killing each other, nothing too crazy.
They have a mission like that where and then you add up the points and see who wins.
Right.
But I think those, I remember we were playing Flames of War, and people were like, "Oh, well, you should do missions, you should do this and that," and then we go, "Okay, let's do the first mission. Just kill each other."
Right.
So
the first mission for a lot of games is just kill each other.
I think that's the best because you figure out the rules. Really do figure out the rules.
Right.
No objectives, just get out there and try to make it happen.
Right. So this is our first impressions, basically, of Dropzone Commander and what we think of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, you want to go first? Should I go first?
I can go first. I gotta tell you, I love this game. It's like, I know I'm messing up. I know there's certain things, and what I like about a war game is, like, you start playing it, you got an idea, and then situations come up, and you got to do a little research, and then you do some research, and you're like, okay, well, now I kind of have a grasp of how to play. Now I know what kind of units to add. Like, we were just playing now, and you have anti-air guns, and I usually take a bunch of anti-air stuff. For some reason, I was playing with the list and I didn't take it, and man, I was in trouble, right? Because I shot down, I shot down none of your planes or jets or anything.
Yeah, you really just got my
ground
stuff.
I put some wounds on it, but my army's more of they move fast and they got great armor, but they have low wounds. But yeah, now I'm kind of feeling it, how to play, what I need. I went on the website and I was looking at, I'm definitely going to add these guys. So it was exciting. I like the mechanics. I think it's smart. I think it's easy. Some of the weapons have certain rules, and certain situations came up where it was like, can we do this or can't we do this?
Right.
And then we just kind of said, all right, we're going to do this, and then we'll look into it.
Right.
But all in all, man, I think it's great. I had a blast painting the models. I thought that was great. This little silly setup that they got here, I think it was like $40, and you get the paper mat and the buildings.
Yeah. And that filled up a 6x4 table.
6x4 table, yeah.
Just with all the buildings and stuff. Here we did a smaller game, but that was kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
The full 6x4 setup with all the buildings, So I thought that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, but yeah, I do like it. So, what was your impressions?
Well, so leading up to actually playing Dropzone was kind of annoying because it was like I was reading the rule book, you read the rule book. I think Ryan also looked at the rule book. And that rule book, I'm not a fan of that rule book. A lot of things are very confusing. A lot of
It's so just to make it clear, you mean the not the rule set, but the rule book, like trying to
well,
find stuff.
yeah. I mean, the well, I'll get to that in a second. But the rule book itself just seemed very all over the place, and like making battle groups and making like your force org, I guess, and stuff like
That
that.
was a little
That
confusing.
was very confusing and very annoying. I still don't understand it. I was trying to use the Dropzone Army Builder app or website, had no idea what the hell to do with that.
Mhm.
It was kind of unclear in the book from what I could see, but you kind of figured out how to do all that.
Right.
So that stuff kind of leading up to playing the game was a little, and then there were some issues with the models and the stands and all that. All that stuff kind of like turned me off from even before we even started. Then we played the game, you, me, and Ryan, and I still was kind of iffy, but we were really like that was like our first
That
game
was
trying to figure things
yeah.
out. The second game that I played here of just you and I against each other was much better. So, and kind of now that I'm understanding the rules a little bit more now, it is a lot better. Um, uh, I'm a little I don't know. I don't know 100% how I feel. I think I like it, and I'm definitely want to play again and try it again and do like an objective based mission. But at this, also I'm just kind of like I feel like there is a lot of just this. Like I feel like there's like some things that they could just kind of take out, and it wouldn't really affect much, or just take out some stuff and make it a little bit simpler. Because like, oh, I have this which does this, which does this, which does that. Da, 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 da. I feel like I'm
But
all over the place when playing the
that's
game.
basically every game, you know.
I mean, like when you play Dead Zone, it's like, oh, he's got tough. What does that do? Okay, it does this. Okay, we're done. And then you're not figuring things out anymore. It's like there's all these things with uh that just I feel are a little like as I'm playing, I feel like I'm all over the place. That being said, though, my positives, I like the idea of the battle groups. I like the idea of the battle groups where you're not just activating this unit. You're activating this hovercraft, which held these APCs, which held these veteran resistance fighters. So now I'm activating all three units at the
Right.
same time.
Because I think if you would do one at a time,
Oh yeah,
we'd never finish.
yes,
So the
yes,
battle group thing is pretty good. Now that we
yes,
got the force org down, it makes it a little bit easier.
right,
The only thing is it's a little tough because you have to keep track of what battle group went because once
yeah,
they kind of disperse and they go different places like troops are in the building but then the ships will fly off of the tank or the APC flies off,
right.
it goes somewhere else, rolls off, and you're like, oh wait, did I activate this? So I think that's a thing that needs to be, we need to figure that out. I don't know if we could put a token on the sheet or whatever,
Right.
but I do like the fact that the rules are online and the army builder's online. I
Yes.
do
I mean
like
that's
that.
that's always a plus.
And what's nice about the army builder is it's now that I've been toying with it and tinkering with it, it'll tell you like, all right, you're going to take these guys. Well, you got to put them in a transport. Oh, you got to put them in a transport. That transport has to go into a drop ship.
Right.
So, that's good. But what I also like too is you can click on something, look at all the stats, and it also has a picture of the model.
Mhm.
So when like us, we're new to it, and I was like, is this the Marauder or is this the light infantry ship or
Right.
whatever? And you could see the pictures. Like, oh, okay, okay,
Right.
and it tells you like it's it's good. It seems very old, Craigslisty. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? I wish it was a little bit more slicker.
Mhm.
Like Mantic's.
Companion.
the companion app
Yeah.
is they did that correctly. Although that took a few years to do, but this game has been out for a long time.
I mean, I remember this
I
from
about
a
12
couple
years
of
ago.
Adepticons
Yeah,
ago. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we were just looking through my hard drive that I was looking through, kind of cleaning things up, and we found a video from 2005 of us videoing.
2005.
No, I'm sorry,
15.
15. I'm sorry.
2015.
And Drop Zone, and
Yeah.
it looked exactly the same. So
Right.
it's been around for a long time, but I think this is a little hidden gem.
I do think that it is. I'm surprised that it doesn't have
A bigger
a,
following.
a bigger following. I mean,
I don't know the thing with it, because I know it was Hawk War Games, but now it's TT Combat. I don't know the whole thing, but I've been keeping up with a lot of stuff. They are coming out with a skirmish.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, they have that. They
Right.
have
in February. The Kickstarter is going to come out.
they have Drop Fleet, which is
Correct.
the big space battle game.
Right.
So
which
like
is the X-wing ish
right.
type game.
So I mean, like, they're gonna have 3 games in the Drop Zone universe, essentially. Like,
I think I don't know if it's the Drop universe or the Commander universe. It's one of those. But
I am interested in that. We're big into skirmish games.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested to see.
it looks good. The models look good. They're 32 millimeter scale. I'd be curious to see what it's all about. I also like in the Drop Fleet, they have the Bioforces. I really like the way those ships look. I don't know. What I like, though, you got to be, when you think about it, brass tacks on it. It's really cheap to get into. I mean, we didn't pay that much money.
I mean, I spent $120 maybe
I
on
don't even think that
my
much.
starter, then the additional box, and then
You got a few screws.
three blisters,
And then you were the only one.
and I bought the physical rulebook.
Right, and you were the only one who had your faction had a con exclusive.
Con exclusive.
Like, we got there and it was like, oh, the Scourge exclusive is fantastic. You got to get it. Oh, we just sold out. Damn it! We just missed it.
I think it was the last one or something.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but you had it.
Yeah.
And you were like, I don't know if I'm going to buy this game, but I'll hold on to this just in case. And
I mean, you know what? You guys said that you enjoyed it, so that's why I was like, all right, you know what? I'll Resistance looks cool. Let me get this jet looks cool. These helicopters look cool. I'll get the additional thing. Oh, I'll get the K9 units. I'll get hold on.
Yeah,
to
well,
the
you got
exclusive.
a bunch of stuff. You got a lot more than I think. You got more than anybody in this. With the blisters.
The blisters.
Because all I got the starter, an expansion, and then some troops. That was it. You got
well, I know I got the K9s, the exclusive. I don't think I got any. Or did I get the cars? Oh, I got the Did I get the buses?
Yes.
I got the buses, I think.
No, you didn't get the buses.
Did I not get the buses?
No, but there are buses.
There are buses.
Yeah.
Now I gotta get the buses.
Right. And that's another thing too. We were talking here. We both didn't take a lot of anti-air. You have those trucks with the anti-air thing. So
yeah,
I know I made the lists and I was trying to, but maybe we go a little bit more in points and add one more unit of that stuff. I liked it.
I don't know. I feel like scaling up and doing the bigger games is.
But I think scaling up is that you can add better units with more stuff, and you can add cooler accessories to the things. There's certain upgrades in there that you can take. But I think with the list builder, you'll have to make your own list and see what's up. Because I really just kind of toyed around with it.
Right.
I thought it was. I think there's a lot of fun. Obviously, we got to learn the rules better.
Yeah.
But I really like the core of it's easy.
Yeah.
Do you have countermeasures? Yes or no? What is it? What's your armor? Everything. It just seems like. And what I like is it's like, oh, it's +2 to hit. I like that. It's like, all right, I hit you on 4s, but I have a +2 countermeasure, so you have to roll a 6.
Right.
It's very simple. If you're in cover, oh, it's +2.
Yeah.
If you're like, oh, everything is +2. Your guys had a certain rule. It was like, oh, it's only +1.
Yeah.
So
because they're coming off the hovercraft.
It's very like easy to figure out. And we just, the thing I think we messed up was not messed up, but we're just, there was a few situations that came out that we kind of had to make a decision. Also, our keywords, the
Yes.
special abilities that we don't really know yet, but that's why we have the rule book, and we got through it. It took a little while because of that, but other than that, I think it's great, man.
Yeah.
I really like this. I like the mechanics, and just it looks so cool with these little ships on it. The 10 millimeter scale, and I'll tell you what, these buildings are awesome for. Just saying, just a side note, because we bought this terrain set. These buildings are cool for like maybe BattleTech or something like that. It'll
Yeah.
fit right. It'll fit right into this, or even Clash of Steel, because it's the same scale, maybe a little bigger, but you know what? You're playing a fantasy game. You play, you got to bend the rules a little bit.
Right.
I just like the look of it, the feel of it, and yeah, I dug it a lot, man. I thought it was great.
I mean, now I have a game I can actually play the Rebs in,
Yes,
which
yes,
is nice.
Yeah.
Nice to see.
yeah. And I hate to say that we just started, but there's a few units I want to get. I was looking on the website, and I'm like, oh, you know what, this would be great. Oh, you know what, this would be great.
Yeah, I'm very curious, like playing these things. I'm like, okay, I'm very curious on how some of the units fully act. Like, the big hovercraft transport
Yes.
that I almost got.
Mm.
Like, I'm curious on what the hell that does. Is it just, like, does it have a bigger cannon like these hovercrafts, or does it, like, how much more can it carry? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
How much more can it transport?
Right.
Because that's really what it is with this thing. It's like,
And that's and sorry, not to cut you off, but I could see where you're going. That's like kind of the cool mechanic that I think is very unique to this, where it's like you have dudes inside of things inside of other things, and then they fly onto the board. You got nothing on the board until they fly in. Same thing with like activating the battle groups. It's like this is like this whole thing of guys here. You have the APCs carrying these and these, and you know what I mean? That I think is a really, really cool, unique mechanic for this.
And I saw the Bioforcers. Like there was a ship, and they had these tanks, but they actually like click in so they made it where like click in, and they're not horizontal like the Scourge have a thing, like they build up like this, so it's almost like they're like hanging almost like the TIE fighters in like that, and they kind of drop off and go into. I think that's pretty cool. So.
Yeah.
And you know what's great? It's just, it's not that expensive to get into, and I thought I was going to have an issue painting because the stuff is a lot smaller. I'm used to 28 millimeter scale, and I didn't have any issues, man. I printed up all my Scourge with the airbrush. I painted your stuff with a combination of both, and I liked that. It was pretty good,
Yeah.
And it looks cool on the board, painted and have all the model stuff. Although I didn't do the, you're gonna probably say, oh, the troops aren't painted. Yeah, I didn't do the troops yet, but everything else is pretty. I can't say enough. I really had a good time with this. We're muddling through the rules, but once I think 1 or 2 more games, and then it'll be 1, 2, 3. We'll know all our rules, and you should focus on your faction because your faction has certain rules. My faction has certain rules.
Yeah.
And then we can know what's what.
Right.
I really did enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, let us know in the comments below. You got any tips or tricks for playing the different factions, and you guys got any recommendations on units to get, or
point us where to
go? Point us, help us go in the right direction. That's why we like doing this video, because we like to also like spread awareness, I guess, of this game, and be like, okay, this game is cool, and then also get the feedback and some help too.
We've been messing up rules since for 12 years now,
yes.
So this is not nothing new to us.
Yeah. And if you like Dropzone, or if you don't like Dropzone, let us know why down in the comments below. And stay tuned. We'll probably be doing some more Dropzone content on here.
I had a lot of fun. I think this would be great on the channel.
Yeah. I think I saw a good amount of videos, but not as much as I thought.
I thought there would be a lot more, but there's a few guys out there that I've been watching to get ideas off of. So, but the more content the better, because this is it's kind of a hidden gem game.
Yeah. So, guys, there's videos on the screen right here that you can check out. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe for more Drop Zone content coming out in the future. And also, our link tree is in the description. Has links to our social media pages, our Patreon, Discord, podcast, all that good stuff linked below. And that's it, guys. We'll see you in the next one.